Kaboom!
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIB Show. This is Amit.
And Dominic.
All right. What you got, son?
Think it's a game. It's a game. It's a game.
There it is.
Oh, I know the jam. I know the song. Yeah, come on now. Who doesn't know this?
Oh, okay.
Now you ask me who sings it? I got nothing for you.
No clue?
What year is that from? No, I'll never get it.
Almost a decade ago.
Yeah, I'll never get it. That's also probably why I know it, because it's over a decade ago.
He died a couple weeks ago.
Wouldn't
Rich
even
homie
know.
Quan.
Yep, definitely didn't know. You could have made anything up, by the way. I was like, oh, I had no idea who that was. Like, legitimately, you could have made anything up, and I'd been fine. And I'd have been fine. What else is going on, my dude?
Number one, you're a jackass.
See, that's you.
No.
Go ahead.
So
explain your issue. Explain.
I've known you most of my life.
How you're wrong.
Yeah. I've known you most of my life. Yet to even schedule to record this, I can't text you and say, "Yo, you're free at this time." No. After you demand.
No, it's not a demand. It's not a demand because first of all, as we go down this path, right, you are just horrible at scheduling, and you're like, "Yo, let's do it at 10." And then 10 will come and be like, my bad, I need 10 more minutes. And my bad, I need 5 more minutes. Because something happens to happen at the exact time you choose to do this. And I'm like, all right.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
And then I go, don't waste my time, because that's what you're doing.
Separate matter.
And that's when I enforce the scheduling dynamic. That was not an initial mandate.
It's still
that was because
Either way. Look,
no, it's not.
Let me explain to the audience. Hold on. If I call you or text you and say 10:30 Friday morning, right?
No, that's fine.
Hold on. That's the same scheduling as you making me go on a damn app, fill out some information, and schedule you at 10:30. It's still 10:30.
I'm not disputing this. I am saying that I want to make sure that I'm holding you accountable as well for a time that we have allotted.
How does it hold me accountable? How does either hold me accountable?
Hopefully, it's first of all, because you go, oh, did we say 10:30, not 10:45, whatever? Now I have evidence, and this time, and when I go back,
you're under the assumption that when I go on your app, that's then populating in my calendar.
I would hope so.
Here's the problem, jackass. I schedule something, and then you text me and say, and I even have to tell you, hey, by the way, check your calendar. I booked it. You tell me,
no, you don't have to tell me.
That's an old calendar.
First of all, you don't necessarily have old calendar. Hey, no, here's what's funny about this. You don't have to tell me, hey, yo, I booked it. It's like somebody going, yo, I'm sending an Amazon package. Oh, no, it got delivered. I know it got delivered.
Thank God I did, because
no, thank God you did.
It's an old calendar.
It is not. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The calendar dynamic, just bring you guys up to speed. The problem with Dominic, right, and this is literally Dominic's problem, is he went via the. So I used to use Calendly. And by the way, I've switched twice since then. Given Dominic the new links, he still uses the link I sent him originally.
Really?
I sent you a Google link. I sent you a Google link.
You did not send me a Google
You're a lying man. I'll go to my texts. I have to go to my text. I'll go to my text after this call.
You did not send me
I've been using the Google link for the better
part of Therein lies the fault. Therein lies the fault.
And both worked, by the way. Then my company switched over to Microsoft. So now the whole thing.
The company's fault.
Wow. I'm just going through my story, dog. Let me talk. So the company does not have Microsoft situation, right? So everything should still work as the same email address. The problem is Calendly doesn't have access. Microsoft doesn't grant access to Calendly for this thing, from what I understand, based on what Dominic ran through last night. And by the way, I'll have to give Dominic a new link that he also won't use. But the dynamic here is he goes in this app and he schedules a call for 11 a.m. today. And I say, yo, that'll work, except the Calendly thing seems to be old, because as long as you schedule a full hour, I ain't got a full hour for you. And that was the whole premise of everything. I still got 11, but I got a hard out at 11:30. That's all this came down to. And then he was like, oh, there's technology and whatever. He's like, 11. He's like, oh, my God.
I could probably do 10:30.
All you kids and all
you hit me up this morning. What's the word? I mean, what's the word? Mr. Organization.
I can probably do 10:30. Doesn't mean I'm doing 10:30.
Okay. Gopes is watching live. He knows you're full of shit.
Gopes doesn't know anything, right? And also, Gopes watching. Yeah, okay, this guy. This guy's in Vegas calling me, going, yo, do you know anybody in Vegas I can hang out with? I'm not your mom. I'm not trying to set up play dates. Like, what kind of dumb thing is this? Right? This guy, that's what he's calling me in Vegas to do. And then I go out in Vegas and just go sit at a bar or whatever. Right? And then he calls me back and goes, do you know this bar? I'm like, bro, I don't know anything about Vegas. I don't go to Vegas. I literally do not. I've not been to Vegas in decades. And all of a sudden, Global thinks that I'm Vegas master. And by the way, I don't even know why he's there, for that matter. I don't think he knows why he's there. But yes, your ally's flawed. Anyway, we're back to now in general. We've just wasted a bunch of time with the audience's time. So talk to me. What do you got to chat about?
Brittany Mahomes, you know who she is?
Negative. Maybe I do.
Patrick Mahomes' wife. Yeah.
Okay.
Please tell me you know who Patrick Mahomes is.
Who's that? I'm playing.
Yeah,
Relax
okay.
now. Relax. Whoa, damn.
He's a star quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? A teammate of his, Travis Kelce's girlfriend, is Taylor Swift. So after the debate a couple weeks ago, Trump and Kamala, Taylor tweeted her support.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. For Kamala. And Trump recently responded on Truth Social saying, "I hate Taylor Swift."
Yeah, because he's petty.
To which point, Brittany Mahomes, who's previously been known to support Trump, has come out and said she's now questioning her support of Trump.
Now?
And
that's what it took?
That's exactly. I'm like, this is it? You either for Trump or anti-Trump, but this is the thing that's making you question that. This.
Hold up. But if that isn't the bigger issue of everything we're talking about, right, in society today, that it has to affect somebody like some celebrity dynamic to allow you to change. Like it's not direct people issues or whatever else. It's things like this. And then when people say, "Oh, I'm a one subject voter," is that what it is, or a one issue voter? That's the phrase, right? This is her issue, not anything else. Right?
Oh, yeah, so you're saying it could be abortion, it could be
not that. That's all. All that is fine, right?
Yeah.
This is your issue. But yeah, so that's comedic.
That's great, but also weird dynamic. Maybe not weird. It's the norm. Like that night or the day after the debate, when Taylor tweeted that support and she posted a link to voter registration, over 400,000 people clicked on that and went to register. And it's like, because Taylor Swift.
Hold up, but what? This is surprising to you now?
That's what I said. But that's what I said. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's just the norm. It's just, yeah.
It is. This is where society is, right? That's why it's comedic to me. I listened to Levy this week, and he was talking about Dion. So Dion had a whole thing about the kids are getting scrutinized more because they're paid athletes and blah 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 and so on and so forth. And Levy went something down the fact of saying, and I'm paraphrasing obviously horribly, but something to the effect of, kids are getting scrutinized more and more. They are athletes. I mean, they are getting paid athletes, so I get it. But they're living in a different dynamic. And, these kids are now, because of NIL, are now, just swarmed by, people and, co-eds, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so it's just difficult for them. And while I agree that it's difficult for them, like any child star situation, I'm of the belief that is just purely the time we're in. It got nothing to do with NIL. It's a matter of everybody's got mobile phones. You're just seeing it more. Like anything else. It's not like saying, hey, there's no racism.
I see both. I think it's both. I think it's a combo.
You're okay.
It's just more access and everything now. Like, to your point, it's a time of social media.
No, because I'm saying, hold up. If you hated your quarterback before, you hated your quarterback before, and you clown you do whatever else, you yell, you trash this, that, or whatever.
Yeah, but social media has created like Twitter fingers and that.
Agreed. But which goes. But I'm saying it's not NIL related. It's a matter of you have access related. So I agree with Amin. What are you crazy? It's been going on forever. This is just the fact that now people can see it all. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it got nothing to do with the money you're getting. I'm saying it's just I hate you, and now I hate you. For example.
All right. Yeah, you got me on that.
Was that a bug or something in your house?
No worries.
Is it?
No.
You're in your kitchen.
I would have jumped. No, I'm not in the kitchen.
That's what I said. No, real quick. I was trying to.
Daughter's bedroom.
Yeah, and you saw it. Is the bug?
Oh no, I saw something. Speaking of, look behind me. You see that dog up on the shelf?
Okay, yeah. Explain this to
That's
people.
What I talked about. So Aritzia is a store, evidently very popular among like teenage girls. I don't know if it is for women also. And it's a clothing store, but they came out with this like dog cookie jar thing, very limited edition.
Hold on, it's a cookie jar. The head comes off, and you can.
Head comes off. It's a cookie jar. I learned this when I picked it up and almost broke it. Yes.
Okay. Is it ceramic?
I guess it's ceramic. Yeah, some kind of something like that.
Some kind of ceramic. Thank you. Okay.
All right. So it's a clothing store, but they decided to come out with this cookie jar dog for charity. It's big, probably the size from my elbow to my palm. Like it's a big size. And limited runs. They sold for $100, right? But they're being flipped on eBay from anywhere from $600, $700, $800 to over $3,000, depending on the color. So my daughter asked for one, and we found out that the store by us was releasing 9 only, and they were one of the last releases in the country. So waited in line before the store opened for a while, got 2, figured, hey, why not get another one? See if you can flip this, right? It's cost $100 each. Somebody followed us from the store to the parking lot and said, hey, I'll offer you $200 for one of them. To me, that was insulting. I felt like saying, you serious? You already know how much, clearly, you already know how much I can sell this for, right? But it's a weird dynamic. It's the same thing with everything with artificial value, whether it's watches, sneakers I collect all the time, watches I wish I could collect, right? I guess the same thing with art, and it was also with oh my god, my brain is free. The digital imprints.
Yeah, you were doing that. I forgot that.
Yeah, but what are they called?
Yeah, I'm forgetting right now.
Oh my gosh. But anyway,
yeah, but I'm with you. Yeah.
I'll just perceive value.
Okay,
right?
But here's my bigger question. So you have not sold the second one yet?
No, but my dad was like saying my daughter shouldn't even keep the first one. She needs to sell it.
Put it towards her. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. What is she keeping it? Put it up there? Just make some money. Do something else with it. I'm with him there. Yeah. That's what that costs you. But okay, so one is hers and one is yours.
Yes.
Okay. So when will you sell it?
I don't know, because I know nothing about this thing. I'm debating, should I sell it now and just cash out?
That's my point. Like, what
and
if the market tanks?
In the future, the market shoots up, or conversely, keep it and the market tanks. But supposedly they're not making any more. But even if they don't, maybe the demand, this is just a high craze and it goes away. I don't know. This is all for like teenage girls. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Ask your daughter.
You know, say, give me another one. She'd probably say, "Please, give me another one."
How do you understand? Yeah, I'm confused by all this. I don't even know why you would keep the first one in that situation.
Yeah. It's like an art piece, and it's like cool for them.
Because
like,
you put a cookie jar in a cookie jar. You could do that, I guess, if they fit. But are they different sizes? Or one size fits all?
No, it's one size. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't get it. Then I'm very confused about this whole dynamic. This makes no sense to me. This is strange. But all right, okay.
You gotta sell on eBay. Speaking of dogs, Trump, Springfield, Ohio, Haitians.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is quite the transition. But okay, can keep going.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, what's going on there? I'm joking, son. Come on, man.
Sarcasm is really bad.
Go. Well, you asked me questions that are obvious. I don't know who sings a rap song from 1995. Fine.
I don't know.
And or any hip hop song today.
Someone said yes. Diddy's on my list right here. Diddy's on the list. Diddy's coming. Oh shit, that's probably why he's arrested.
Crazy, come on, son.
Pause. So first was JD Vance a few weeks ago, VP candidate, talked about the Haitians eating the animals and kidnapping the animals in Springfield, Ohio, right? And then Trump mentioned it at the debate, right?
Mentioned a strong word. Trump doubled down on it.
Yeah. And ironically, for me, that was one of the worst things Trump's had irked me about. And it gave me that to myself. I'm like, this is what bothers you. But the fact that he did it, because I knew the vitriol that would come from it and the ignorance. And it's subconsciously rooted in whether you want to call it racism, in subhuman people who are less than us, who are coming over here doing these things. It's fake, it's false. JD Vance has not just been doubling, he's been more Trump than Trump. In every interview, he keeps going on about it and doubling down. He finally says, okay, yes, sometimes we have to, basically, I'm paraphrasing, I made it up because I had to bring attention to the influx of illegals into the country and into Ohio and the 20,000 illegals. Problem is this, all the Haitians are legal, essentially. The 60,000 Haitians they got.
Yeah.
The Haitians found word because guess who won't work in the factories there? They don't have people there to work, right? The Haitians heard of opportunities. They went there. And you know what's also happening? These business owners are saying, these Haitians are great employees for us, right? And legal employees. So it's the hypocrisy of everything. We complain about all the illegals coming in and this. We've got legal people working their asses off, supporting themselves. And we have to do this. Did you find out the first person who started this mess a month ago who claimed that they came and stole? You heard she found her cat?
Yeah, I heard she pulled down her thing. Yeah, she pulled down her post.
She apologized. Yes. Yeah. She found the cat a month later.
Well,
They
that's
did
not
not
even but I don't even care if you found if your cat went missing, whatever. The fact that you connected these dots that do not exist and then pulled it back, like you go, oh, you could. There's any myriad of lies you could come up with that my cat got
I
eaten
have
by.
people telling me, "Oh, it's no, but it's real, and I'm like,
Who do you hang out with that thinks it's real?
other people say, it's the media that's protecting it, not understanding that not all media is left-wing media. It baffles me when people say the media is biased and hiding things. Yes, the media is biased, but there's two sides of biases because not the entire. Not yes, I think it is biases.
No, I'm
Sure.
wow.
Oh.
I was even a
They
comment
look
your
at- they
grammar.
look
I
on
was
your
gonna say
face.
no. I was gonna say who you hanging out with
No, it's
that
not
thinks it's
hanging out.
real.
It's also people just random conversations at the gym and stuff, right?
What random conversation you have when you did the gym? First of all, it's a lie. Don't see now. You see, I understand why the media is all lies. You've been at the gym in decades, man. We need the gym, and you ain't talking about it either if you're at the gym because you got your big headphones on. You know you're not striking them
No, I
conversations.
don't have headphones. I don't have headphones.
Which gym are you going to?
We already talked about this.
F45. Sorry,
Yes,
my
yes.
bad. My bad.
So
Okay, sorry.
the fact that people believe, like the Venezuelan gangs in Aurora, Colorado, have infiltrated and taken over multiple buildings. Again, false. Then the narrative was that they came and the authorities had to vacate a building because of the gangs. Also false. That building had issues for years and was scheduled to be condemned, which just so happened to have some members of a gang in the building. But you had people like these biker gangs and everything driving to Aurora as if
Right.
America doesn't have a police force that can handle this stuff. They made it seem like these Venezuelans took over a town, like out of a movie, right? And nobody could come in, right? Like the police couldn't come in, but armed citizens had to come in and save the day. It's all dense people thinking this, lack of logic to understand you can go deeper. They say again, the media is hiding this. When the city council members come out, when the police members come out, everybody says it's not true. Guess what? There are a myriad of Trump supporters and anti-immigrant people in those walks, anti-immigrants, pro-Trump, things like that in those walks, right? When they're denying it, there is your truth right there. It's a fascinating time we live in.
It's not fast. No, it's the opposite of fascinating. It is the dumbest time we're living in. And it scares me because of the stupidity. It really does. But that's yeah. It scares me because of just that. You want to, and I'll keep going down, by the way, in the stupidity train, and then you can go talk about Diddy, which is more in that situation too. So your boy Tucker Carlson?
I got a funny story about him, but keep going.
So he is, I guess, is he still on X? I know he was doing a whole thing with X, or did that flame out? I have no idea what the situation is.
I don't know anything about him since he got fired from Fox News.
Okay, so now he's planning on, he's taking aim at, Zyn? You don't know Zyn? You're probably up on all the youth trends. It's like a nicotine pouch that all the youths, actually not youths, anybody smokers in general they'll take.
Yeah,
versus
the youths are all vape.
Yeah, no, this is the new hotness apparently, because you apparently don't have to spit it out. I don't know the dynamics, but it's like having thing like in your lip, whatever, but you're not like spitting into a cup and all that kind of stuff. So it's less, so it's more socially acceptable, right? And it's blowing up, whatever. So Tucker Carlson, he plans to launch a new nicotine pouch brand himself, right? And he's going after that because Zyn maker, and so his launch behind this, he goes. So last year he made an off-comment remark about his favorite nicotine brand, Zyn, right?
Check the comments on the live. Sorry to interrupt. It's a great My Cousin Vinny reference.
Youths. Well done.
Go on.
So he went down this path, or whatever. So now, and then, so in essence, he came out in response, and so he came out and he was talking about it back then, and then this Zyn's manufacturer said something that pissed him off, Tucker, which is, I guess, easy to do because he's very frail that way. So now he wants to launch his own competing product called ALP, and he wants to target it at women and liberals. And I'm just going to pause there. You're creating a brand, spending money, maybe, hopefully spending his own money, just because I'd love for him to just waste it, and creating a targeted brand to go after women and liberals.
Perfect representative, perfect owner.
if that doesn't speak to the fact that, okay, I agree that he hates
Never
liberals,
underestimate the predictability of stupidity.
right? Like, I agree he hates liberals because they speak against whatever he believes in. And then he groups all women in there as well, by the way. So independent of conservative or otherwise, women, you're all beneath him in this scenario as well. Which boggles my mind that there is still so much female support for these people. Like, it boggles my mind, right? We're all seeing again and again and again is you're beneath us. But
that boggles your mind, right? Like,
yeah, no, but that's literally no, but that's literally going against your own interests. That's saying if I support you and you literally tell me that I'm not worth anything, but I still support you. That's like an abusive relationship, plain and simple, is what that is. Right? Just on a grander scale. That's what boggles me. Right? So that I found ridiculously comedic in all the right ways because this guy's a tool bag. So that is what it is over there. And it really, it frustrated me. And when I saw it, I was like, really, this is just quite stupid in general. But then I go to a funnier one, actually. This is not related to politics anymore. See, the billionaires were walking in space via the SpaceX, the first private spacewalk. This was, last week or earlier this week? It's on September 13th.
I mean walking. Define walking.
So there's spacewalk. So they literally went up in orbit, got outside the space shuttle.
like, we talked about this. Real space or like fake
space, bro, where you're looking back at Earth.
Okay, that's real space.
That's what I just said.
All right.
Right? No, you said and space. Then they're walking. Yeah, I said space. No, it's not the thing that goes up and you come right back down.
The plane goes up and okay.
Yeah, no, this is a space shuttle. This is SpaceX. And they got to walk around, to which I said, that's friggin' amazing. And if somebody would pay for me to do it, I would gladly do that. You obviously won't. Boggles your mind? No.
Again, you with the whole, if someone would pay for me to do it.
Yeah, I can't afford that. If I could afford it myself, I would do it, but I can't afford that.
Oh, okay. Right.
Billionaires went up and did it, not just whatever. These were like uber wealthy people. This is not like my entire net worth won't allow me to do that.
So if someone paid for you today, you'd go do it.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to see. Okay, so it's the mission also reached a record distance of 870 miles above Earth, more than 3 times the distance of the International Space Station. So they were out there in space, proper space. And they did. I'm trying to find the price, and that's what I can't say how much.
Did you ride your bike on 95 with no helmet?
No, that's just dumb. This is not remotely the same thing at all.
This is not dumb. This is not dumb. This is not dumb.
No. What you're saying there is would I ride a motorcycle built for the highway on the highway with a helmet and appropriate guard? Yes, I would do that, which I've done. This was what they're doing. They're putting on the appropriate gear with the appropriate situations and then going into space. They're not just jumping out willy-nilly in some shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, so you think this is just safe out there? It's just
see, you keep using this word safe. I'm saying that they're taking the appropriate precaution and then shit could still go wrong.
The appropriate precaution is not going up there.
No, the appropriate precaution. Then I would never get in a car. Ooh, that's just not even ridiculous.
Actually, yes.
No, do you get on a scooter? Would you get on a scooter and zip around like I do around Linwood?
Yeah. Is it smart?
Because of what?
It's not smart.
So what's the difference here? You can literally get run over by a car with the same dynamic. Like, the same little thing can happen to you.
Okay. Something goes wrong on that scooter. What happens to me?
Death.
No.
What's the worst? You can get run over by a car and literal death. That is literally it. That is the worst that could happen to you is death, to answer your question. What's worth happening to me here? Same thing. Except now I go, hey, what did you get out of your scooter ride? Oh, I got there like 2 minutes earlier. Okay, what I get out of this? Man, I was in space. I'm one of like a handful of people, and I saw that. It's a different situation.
You're insane.
I'm telling you, this is a different situation. This is why I would do it.
Oh, wait. And here's how you're full of crap. You wouldn't go. It's SpaceX.
No. See, it's funny you say that because I thought about that too. Sadly, the only people doing it. So that's why I'm torn. But if somebody paid for me today, I think I would still go. Even though I stand against 99% of what Elon does, I would still probably go. So I'm biased.
So I'm torn because in like a year, getting a car for my daughter and seriously considering a Tesla.
BYD, son.
Price and safety.
BYD, son.
BYD.
Isn't that the Chinese brand?
Never heard of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm almost trying to the right brand. That's the Chinese Tesla, but it's crushing sales across everything. They have one in Jamaica. I think Adam has it in BYD Auto. Yeah. Not allowed in the US because that would crush Tesla. It would crush Tesla completely. Like they have they're in Jamaica now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like that's what Tesla's market share in whatchamacallit is suffering significantly in China because this company came back can do it significantly cheaper because obviously it's subsidized by the government. It's a different situation there. But either way, you're talking about buying a Tesla for your daughter because of the safety
and
price. Is it that much safer?
Well, for my kids, anything that much or the little much.
No, but is it that much different than a Ford Explorer?
Cheaper.
No, the price I'll give you.
Because the lease programs are crazy right now.
Okay, I agree the price. We're still there, but the safety dynamics you're
I've heard. I have not researched, so I've heard. I have not researched. So to be fair, I don't know if that's hyperbole or conjecture. I don't know. But so I've heard. I've not done the research in that, but have done on the price.
No, the price game, it's there. Yeah, the price game because they've been underpricing it. So if you own one, you've been losing value because you've been underpricing and trying to get it back out of the market. So I get it. Right? So in essence, he's subsidizing it in that scenario. But all right. You know?
Diddy.
Yeah, talk about your boy.
My boy.
Mm-hmm.
So a few days ago, Puff Daddy Sean Diddy Combs was arrested. Prosecutors allege that since 2008, he's been part of a criminal organization that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, and other offenses. This dude's screwed. Rightfully so. We've always heard things and rumors about him, and he.
Hold up! Don't do this. We've always heard thing because Amit didn't know anything about any of this stuff too.
Honestly, you gotta be kidding!
I swear to God, no. I heard people hated him and whatever else. I didn't hear any of this stuff until all this stuff started brewing. No joke. And it's not. But again, you have to realize I don't really care, and I'm not in the music scene like that. So it's your boy. It may have been very general knowledge for people who follow music and people like this, whatever. I don't. So I legit had no idea until this stuff started coming out.
He had no bail granted.
Yeah, that was crazy, by the way.
The judge deemed that too much of a risk, not of flight, right? Of witness tampering and obstruction of justice, that he'd be able to influence people. So because of that, still locked up.
That's crazy.
I can't remember. I think he's facing like decades in prison.
Yeah, it'll be.
You saw the video a year or two ago.
I didn't see the video.
Of him in the lobby beating Cassie.
Did see the video?
You know what I'm talking about or no?
I know the video. You got to realize, I also do my best when I hear that there's a video about literally what you just said. I don't need to see the violence. I'm good. You told me it was. I don't need to see the violence, so I don't watch that. Yeah. So I've not seen the video of any of that stuff. Yeah. The Ray Rice video, I went away. I didn't see it for years, and then it popped up someplace, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Damn it!" Because I don't need to see the violence. I'm very aware of what it was, and it's harsh enough for me to not look at it. Yeah, but no, okay. So it's still kind of crazy though, Doug. Because normally celebrities get away with this. The only one that I know that didn't is Weinstein.
But he did. Oh, didn't. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Double negative.
He's right. Ian is right. Polestar. That's the other one you should look at. All those interesting about Polestar.
Oh, I know the Polestars. I see them around. They look good.
Yeah. What's interesting about Polestar? Also owned by a Chinese company in the back end, but via Swedish company.
It looks like a Volvo.
Yeah, because it's from this whole time. So I'm saying actual owners, but in the end, but yeah.
Wait, Polestar is it owned by Volvo, or does it looks like?
I think it is from that region. I think Volvo owned it. I think now the primary investors are Chinese, if I'm not mistaken. Because Volvo's got its own there, but yeah.
Marcellus Williams. I'm assuming you haven't heard of him.
I do not know who that is. Who is that?
He's been locked up in Missouri for a couple decades on death row.
Okay.
By the time the show releases, he will either have been executed or exonerated. We shall see. But it's sad, man. He was charged a couple decades ago with a brutal murder, vicious stabbing. But the family of the victim doesn't want him executed, believes he's innocent. The prosecutor on the case has come out and said that, they need to stay his execution and potentially retry the case. There's no DNA tying him to the murder. In fact, the only male DNA there was of another individual, not his, at the scene, right? And again, it was a brutal stabbing, is my understanding. There was admitted racial tampering with a jury, right? Which is very normal in the South. We've known this in terms of purposely and willfully excluding black jurors and making sure there's not a, his peers, he's a black man on there. And there's a lot of other reasons why he shouldn't be executed, or at least have the execution stayed for now, right? Several years ago, the then governor of Missouri said we need to stay the execution, have a panel investigate his prosecution. And then when the new governor came in, said, screw that, cut it out. He's been executed. That's it. And it's been 2 centuries of this, of the death penalty disproportionately affecting black people and poor people in this country. And if this happens in a few days, it's sad. It's again why I'm so against the death penalty, because there are other cases like this in the country. This is just one that's going to be wrapped up in a couple days, hopefully in a positive manner. But it's disgusting. And if this goes through and this man is executed, it's like, I think everything, like as a society, this country is bullshit. It's as bullshit as every other country. And to say it's not, to say we have a just justice system is a joke. To even think that this guy's in this situation in the way it is, So that's it. Sad. But
that's the same thing. Well, not the same thing. Sorry. That is, we're talking about the justice system and blah, blah, blah. That's the same dynamic. Right now with what's happening, as far as what gets publicized and what doesn't, is very predicated on who's got the money or whatever. Sorry, you were saying. No,
I was saying the comment said, hide that dog in the background. Yeah. From Trump? Or just stops making noise?
Because I told you, I was talking last time in regards to Rupert Murdoch and his son, and they're filing suit in Nevada to change the family trust, right? And I didn't know that, and they're doing it in Nevada so it can stay under wraps versus coming out in the tabloids. By the way, many of his tabloids Rupert owns, which is also comedic in a sense, because that's what their whole purpose and the whole business line is. But in this situation, he wanted things locked down. And I realized something was because when he got divorced from his second wife to now get married to his third wife, who he's also had a couple of kids with, which, by the way, well done, sir. That's one thing you can give him credit for. This guy's still going. He's 90-something. Part of the deal was that there'd be a trust, and then the 4 kids there were still more, but the 4 eldest kids would split the business. That'd be part of the deal. So as part of the divorce proceedings, this trust was set up. So that's why it's so difficult for him to change his trust, because it was set up as an irrevocable trust per the divorce. And now he's trying to change that, which is interesting to say the least. So I'm curious. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but we won't see how it plays out on the news itself, which is, just kind of crazy. On a weird note, I was watching some stuff. I'm just going through like internet stuff regarding entertainment. Came from an article or articles plural actually regarding Batman Adam West. This guy,
he was quite the
this guy was I was gonna say sexual deviant, but he wasn't a deviant.
I don't know if he was a deviant. That's the thing. He wasn't a deviant. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was just promiscuous.
Yes.
This man said,
"It's quite the ladies' man,
bro." This man, I had no idea. I had no idea. Like he was saying he was quote unquote.
And he's the original Batman from the TV series. Like, biff, pow, boom, bam.
He said this after the match, right? He goes, quote unquote, because of the physical limitations of the costume, you gotta have quickies. This man is just aggressive in all this situation, right? He then went on to explain, right? He expressed that he had an awful lot of them, as well as dates with fellow stars, including the sisters Natalie and Lana Wood and Raquel Welch. Wes explained Burt, who played Robin. Burt and I were like kids in a candy store. It was the swing in the 60s with free love, and women threw themselves at us. I remember one night with 8 different women. It was orgy is a harsh word, but it was 8 at one time. I'd have young female co-stars in my dressing room from 7:45 in the morning. Bro, this man just living a whole different life.
Adam West, also on Family Guy.
Yeah. But how crazy! I had no idea that he was living this. I mean, it's not double life. He was pretty open about it, apparently. But, and again, I guess it was a swing in the 60s. Different times, man. It's Austin Powers time. Something very different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely couldn't be doing that now. But or shouldn't be because he probably catch a whole bunch of stuff and die. But that blew my mind. I was not expecting to hear that from Adam West. That caught me up there. Yeah, women waited at the trailer between takes, bruh. It's a different time. I'm and not disparaging. Give this man credit. Well played, sir. Because I'm assuming he wasn't married. I don't remember hearing. I don't know.
No clue.
I'm still gonna go well played. I mean, it is what it is. On that note, I'm just got to jump. It's been real. What's up?
Last thing for any college football fans, Miami Hurricanes. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We're back.
Don't see now, friggin' idiot.
You see Cam Ward, the court. You see he's
mark this
number one pick in the draft.
Yeah, mark this in the tape because Dominic just did that. He has just literally condemned the team to mediocrity for the rest of the season. Remember this date. On September 20th, Dominic did what Dominic does, meaning makes stupid statements to hurt the team. It was a good 3 games. Thanks, Dominic.
I don't know. All right.
We shall see. All right, take it easy, everybody.
Kaboom!
All right, got to bounce.
Cool.
Late.